Alright, so we're back again, and this time we're working on getting wireless communication between our Arduino and our computer, and it worked. It was a headache, but heck, we did it. So we start off with a little demo. Here's the part that's connected to the computer, and here's Arduino. It's also connected to the computer at this point, but that's just for power. It's not actually sending information to the computer. So there's an LED behind the shield. We can also turn on and on just like last time. If you can see it. There it is. Okay, and we can turn it off and on again. Okay, so that works wirelessly. We'd also check out the motor. It works pretty much the same as last time. And we can go. Okay, so it works both ways, again, which is very nice, especially when it's wireless. So, let's go to the code. This is very ugly. Okay, so, in our code, it's based off the physical pixel code, which is a default one that it's an example that you can get on the Arduino IDE. If you go to File, Examples, and then Communication, it's right there. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so our code is pretty much identical to the one that we had before, except this time we're taking serial data. So we removed all our digital inputs because we no longer need them, because we have no more digital inputs. It's all serial data between the XBs. And then we also have this piece right here, and that is, can't read it, it's incoming byte. And so basically what that's going to do is it's going to keep track of whatever bytes are coming inside from the XB. So these are our same convenience functions, except in its stop, we just added to change the go forward and go backwards pin to low whenever we call that method. Okay, setup is pretty much the same, except we're going to read our serial data, and we're also going to remove anything that has to do with the input pins because we don't need them anymore. It's just all serial data. Our loop is almost exactly the same as well, except we're going to see if there's any serial data in. If there is, then we're going to read the serial data. So incoming byte, we're going to see what it is, and this is going to be a hex number, I believe, or a car. And so we say if the incoming byte is equal to H, then this is going to turn on the LED. If it's out, it's going to be low, and then this is just for the motor, so W and S is to make it go forward or backwards respectively, and then Q is just to stop it. So one of the problems that we're having right now is that if you press a key on the keyboard, it'll make the motor go forward, but if you release the key, it won't make it not go forward. So we're going to have to fix that for the day, but I believe we have another couple of weeks to fix that, which is nice. Okay, so now I'm going to show you our actual hardware setup. So we have the XB module, and that's hooked up to a breakout board from, I believe, Adafruit, if you can look at the logo on the back. What we did is it has a FTDI things at the bottom, which usually you use to hook up to an FTDI cable, but I didn't have one. But I did have the FTDI breakout board from the last time, so basically I just hooked up to the FTDI breakout board and connect that to the computer, and that worked just fine once you get the pin out right. So that's what's connected to the computer. So it's going to send all our data from here to the Arduino right here. And so we got another XB here, and this part, this red part, is an XB Shield, which I got from a store downtown, but it's SparkFun. And this is hooked up pretty much the same way as it was last time to our H-bridge and our motor. So that's pretty much it for the hardware setup. And so now I just want to have a quick note on how we set up the XBs, which was a bit of a headache. No, that's not what I want to do. So there's this fancy little program called XCTU, which was made for Windows. So I'm running Linux, so I had to install Wine to get it running. And that wasn't the headache part part. It was more that in the modem configuration, we weren't able to download new versions, and it was the versions that it had was kind of outdated. They were kind of outdated, so I had to do some fidgeting around with different things. Anyway, we got it running, and the interesting part here is that, so we can see the version of XP that we're running, which is 10ED, which what I found, that was what I found the newest version. And if we go to serial data, there's networking. Okay, first, the PAN ID. Basically, this is what the personal area network. So it's just they need to be the same for each XP, or else they won't be able to communicate. So here we got 4242, because 42 is a fantastic number. Okay, serial interfacing. We set the baud rate to 9600, because I mean, that was just really easy to do. It's the most common. No parity. That's just more things, and API is disabled. And that's kind of a very, very common setup, at least from what all the stuff that I was reading. So that's pretty much it. We got wireless working. Awesome.